everybody? My name is Mr. Smith. I am the drawing and painting teacher here at Cocalico High School. I'm definitely the type of person that talks a lot, so I'm gonna try my very best to stay on task here and rip through this. Um, so yeah, man, let's get into it. Here we go. Lab fee. I guess first and foremost, before getting into the lab fee, the reason why I am having everyone watch me on the TV is because usually after semester that I give this presentation, I'm talking all day, every day, the first like week of school, and I always lose my voice. So I'm trying my very best to like take care of myself better. And maybe this is a little weird for some of y'all, but yeah, man, just trying it out, just switching it up. It's always good to try new things. Lab fee. There's a $25 lab fee with this class. This is other art classes as well, tech ed classes, some of the other different electives at school here will have a lab fee. The due date for the lab fee is in the corner of the room next to the sink on a big old board. That's usually where I hand write different due dates and important stuff for the week. If you're out there and you think you might be exempt from the lab fee, you do not need to give me a whole backstory about your family and your unique situation and yada yada. Um, the guidance office lets me know who is and who isn't exempt. If you're not sure, maybe fire off a little message to your guidance counselor. But most of you are going to pay the $25 lab fee. It's usually really easy, man. You just ask your parents. They write a little check. Make the check out to Cocalico High School. I also do accept cash. Anyway, if you are not exempt and you still neglect to submit the fee by the due date, it becomes a school obligation. Now, school obligations are things that will hold you up, okay? If you're trying to graduate and you got a bunch of obligations on your account, then that is something that could keep you from graduating. Anyway, I'm going to be talking about the lab fee pretty much every single day throughout the first week, because the sooner y'all get the money into me, then I can spend it on really high quality name brand art materials, and that's going to help you make some better art and just have a nicer time making art, man. Using that watered down Walmart paint, ugh, we don't want that. We don't want to be looking crazy out here with the Walmart paint, bro. All right, moving on. Let's go to documentation. These are the two things I talk about every single day, the entire first week of school here. You need some documentation. Definitely need to be organized. Okay, me myself, I am not the most organized person, and it's been a long journey, but I can safely say nowadays I am more organized and I'm much better for it. You pretty much got two choices. You either get all this stuff together on your own and you get a really easy grade, 100%, starting the semester off strong, or you're not making it a priority, you never get the binder, and then on the day it's due, I make you put together a little folder, a little notebook, so you end up with one anyway, but you miss out on the easy points, and it actually ends up hurting your grade with the big old goose egg of 0. Okay, but anyway, man, this is the most important part about it. You could have a big old binder with all your different subjects. You could have your own little binder for just art class, and you leave that in the shelf. There's a lot of different ways it can work, but you need to have these 4 sections right here: handouts, art history, rubrics, and then, just random stuff. Be giving y'all some stuff that might not fit in the other things, but it's important, man. It's very, very important. This thing happens every single semester where I try to start class. I'm like, hey, let's get out that thing that I gave you literally yesterday. And everyone loses their mind. Rummaging through the big old binder because you got 50 billion papers stuffed in that front pocket. Or, I need to pop out to the hallway. I left it at the house. Can I call my mom? Like, no, bro. I should be able to be like, hey, let's get out that thing that I just gave you 24 hours ago, and you should be able to present it. The organization it's not fun, okay? But it's like vegetables. It's very important, and we got to get on the same page with this stuff in order to have a fun time in here, and just, it's just one of those necessary things we got to get out of the way sooner rather than later. So that is it for documentation. Next up, man, I'm going to talk about that 3rd section right there where it says rubrics. So let's see here. A lot of people, they think, I want to take an art class, but I'm not good at art, so I'm gonna get an F. This is something that everybody kind of tells me that they're very worried about. Okay, so this is an example of one of my rubrics, and here's the deal, man. We are all here to learn. Okay, I was not born into this world already good at art. It's something I worked at. It's something I took classes for. And I'll be honest with y'all, I spent the majority of my life making a ton of bad art as part of it. Okay, so here's the deal. We have a planning section. Did you follow directions? We have a classwork section. Are you on task? Are you really sitting down, locking in, doing your best? Or are you popping into the hallway every single day? Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom again. Okay. Let's see. Are you chatting with your friend a whole bunch? Are you constantly on the phone all the time, Snapchatting your other little friends about literally nothing? Okay. Ton of distractions out there, but we got to be locked in. That's the only way to get better at anything. And effort. Are you putting forth your best effort, or are you just phoning it in, going through the motions, not really caring? Okay, so that's the majority of the rubric right there. Craftsmanship. This does have a little something to do with art. That's about being neat and clean. Are you coloring in the lines, basically? That's a little tricky for some of us, but if you just slow it down, normally, craftsmanship turns out all right. And then we got technique. This specific project is all about painting. So I'll be introducing some new painting techniques, and then it's up to you basically to show me you are trying out these new techniques in the painting. So once again, the majority of the rubric is not art related. Basically, you get graded on, are you getting better and are you trying new things? I'm not grading you based on how good it looks compared to the person next to you. It's, does the work this week look better than the things you were drawing last week or before you even took the class? So it's more about that. Moving on. Got this whole section here all about earbuds and AirPods and phones. Long section. Because try as hard as I might, this is something that just cannot seem to get on the same page with a lot of people. And I'll be honest, I'm not looking around acting like the feds trying to get y'all in trouble. You guys do it to yourself. Okay? We are in school, it is a professional setting. You're not supposed to be socializing all day on the phone. You're not supposed to come into school and just be blasting off on the AirPods all day long. That is difficult to learn with those things going on. At the end of the day, that's the number one priority, learning new things. So let's get into some details here. Earbuds / AirPods for the first half of the semester. That's, either the first quarter or the third quarter, depending on what semester we are in. I do not permit the use of earbuds or AirPods. In my class, it's very important that we are mentally present, and I tend to give out suggestions, directions while we are working. And if you're just noise canceled, blaring music, you're going to miss out on a ton of important things. And this is the warning right now. So from here on out, if I see you using these earbuds and AirPods, it says you receive a verbal warning. This is the verbal warning right now. So no more warnings after this. I just write you up. Okay, I'm not like a mom or a dad. There's some teachers in here. They have kids, so they kind of treat y'all like they're kids. That's not me. This is the expectation. You're trying to sneak the AirPods or, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. It's like, come on, bro. Just put them away. We gotta learn stuff. And then if you just put them away for 9 weeks, that's all I'm asking. Then the whole second half of the semester, you can listen to your music. So that's that last little line right there. Once you prove to me you abide by the rules, then you can. I sort of give you that little bit of freedom, I guess we can call it. But right now, we don't know each other at all, so not a ton of freedom at the beginning. You earn that freedom as you work throughout the semester. And, we just, it's all about understanding each other, I think. I think that's the main thing I'm trying to get across here. Phones. Every now and then, I will permit you to use your phones for classwork. I'll literally talk about it. Hey, maybe take a picture of this thing and then draw from the picture. That's something I talk about all the time. Hey, bring out the Notes app. Let's take some notes in our Notes app. That's another thing I'll be having y'all do plenty of times as well. It's very obvious to me when you're using it for schoolwork and when you're not. So once again, if I see you using a phone in a way that is distracting to you or others, I will type up a referral immediately. You will have a meeting up in the office with one of the principals. I don't know what happens in the meetings. I'm not a principal. That's between you and the principals. I'm not really with the back and forth. I'm not with the nagging. Oh, but can you put the phone? Guys, please put the phones away. No, we don't play that in here. Okay? I don't confront you about it. I just go right to my computer, write you up. 5 minutes later, little phone call. Hey, so-and-so, go to the office. Okay. Because it's just a big old waste of time. You're wasting my time. You're wasting other people's time when we could be learning something. Could be working on something. We're here to work. Here to get better at art. Cannot stress that enough. Last little thing I want to talk about here in part 1 of this video. The beginning and end of class. Kind of talked about this earlier, but I'll talk about it again. At the very beginning of class, usually the first 15 minutes, we are sitting together in the front of the room here. presenting new material. Every single day, a little something new. Or we're doing a little warm-up, maybe reviewing something from the previous day. This is just one of those times when people seem to have to go all over the place. Oh, I forgot this in my locker. Oh, I need to go to the bathroom at the very beginning of every single block. Okay? No. If it is a huge bathroom emergency, I guess you have no problem leaving your phone at my desk and going and doing that. We can do that. Okay? The expectation is you arrive to class, you're seated in the assigned seat. That way, when the bell rings, we can get to it. It's all about efficiency, staying on task, working hard, keeping an open mind. I think we're all here for the same reason. Hey, I want to get a little better at art. Then you signed up for the right class. If you are here to goof off the whole time, mess around on the phone, mess around with your little friends, not do any art, just hang out, little free block. We do offer an online version of the class, and you could take that right next door in the online learning lab. It's going to be a significantly worse experience, in my opinion. You're going to learn significantly less about art. But if you're just here for the wrong reasons, then I don't really want you in here anyway. Not here to make friends. If we get along, that's great. If you like some of the art you're learning about, if you like some of the music that you hear me play, if you like some of the lessons, that's just a little cherry on top. That's cool. Awesome. But I got plenty of my own friends. I don't need to make friends with little high schoolers. Okay. So, early on, I might seem like a mean guy, a bad guy. And it's because there are these certain rules that I do need to be bringing up all the time until we understand each other. Because number one, it is about the art. I guess another little rule I could talk about is the dress code. Because this is something that plenty of people just cannot seem to figure out for whatever reason. I am a stickler on the dress code. Every single job I've ever had has a dress code. And you can get fired. You can lose money. You can lose out on money and get fired and then not be able to pay your bills, get kicked out of your apartment, get evicted, not being able to pay rent. Okay? It can really jam you up. So it might not seem like a big deal right now, but in the future it is a very big deal. And that is something we all do in school. It's a place to prepare you all for a work environment. So those of you out there who have a job, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you out there that don't have a job yet, you're tripping. Get a job. You need to get yourself some money. Maybe it's too much during the school year, but this summer you better be out there trying to get yourself a job. Plenty of ways to be making money out there nowadays. So, get yourself a little bit of freedom by making some of your own money, and your life gets so much better, trust me. I might seem kind of hypocritical right now because I'm rocking the hat and the hood, but hey, I'm at the crib, okay? I'm at my house. I'm at my apartment in Lancaster City. This is my artist studio behind me. Might be able to see it a little better here. The artist studio, that's one of my drawings up back there. I got my screen printing press where I'll be making shirts. I also have some different barbershop equipment and materials because that's another little side hustle of mine, cutting my friend's hair. So yeah, man, a couple little things here in part one of this video that I just want to get on the same page with everybody. And then we'll be going over the second half of everything tomorrow. So for right now, it's really all I can talk about, all I can think to talk about. Like I said, I'm a big talker, so I've probably been talking too much. For right now, I'm just going to say peace.